Yo, what is up, y'all? Now, today, because usually I do these right after the shit's over with and stuff. But today we doing it today. I just rewatched the Dana White Contender series. Shout out Gen V. Before we get into this, shout out Gen V. Didn't watch the new episode yet, but I'm a little excited because I feel like it's gonna be really, really good. Shout out Peacemaker. Holy shit, we're about to get into some goods, man. I can't wait. But other than that bullshit, other than just me talking about some other shit that ain't UFC worthy, we are now talking about the Dana White Contender Series Week 8. It's actually really crazy that we're on Week 8. There's only 2 more weeks, right? 2 more? We got 2 more before this season's over with. And man, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to just right now before I really, because overall I'm probably going to give my real review of the whole season. I may do that. I still need to do my video on Marvel Zombies and shit, but this Contender Series has been really, really good. I'm gonna keep it real. It saved me multiple weekends. Obviously it's not on the weekends, but with the fight nights that have been shit, this has been the backup to help me be entertained with the UFC and stuff. Because man, going back onto UFC Fight Night with Olberg and Reyes, that shit was dog ass, man. I need to figure out, bro. Real shit. I need to figure out how to get rid of this damn. Can I turn this off? Yeah, mute for fucking no, just fucking mute. Not for all. I gotta redo this video. You fucking motherfuckers. Notifications, turn off. I don't want them at all for any of my LinkedIn, any of that shit. Okay, I don't even care. We're just going to keep that in. I really don't care. I'll rage for a minute. Anyways, we're getting into fucking Dana White Contender Series Week 8. Let's start off with, the first fight, and then I will go all the way to the main event, but you already know all that bullshit. Let's go with Rashid Vagabo versus Paulo Henrique. This fight was dog. I mean, this fight was ass. This fight, you walk up in that prison cell, man, you know what it smell like? It smell like butt ass in there. This is what this fight was. Butt ass. It was a terrible fight. Literally just look at the stats, man. Do I need to explain myself? Vaga, because I guess I'll call him that. I'll call him Badge. How about that? That's a little bit of a better name. Rashid, in my opinion, a very skillful fighter. He had a lot of potential. He has a lot of potential to be something, or to be something pretty solid. But dude, these Dagestanis, man, I don't know what's up with them. I don't know what's up with these decision fights that they like doing, dude. But Jesus Christ, dominant. I will say that mainly dominant though, because Enrique literally did not throw a strike at all. I'm just gonna keep it real. I watched the whole fight, and of course, he did land some strikes. None of them were significant. None of them were good. Completely got outclassed. Rashid just, I wouldn't even say outclassed. Rashid just, there was a lot more of a strength advantage. I feel like with Rashid being a fucking flyweight, both of them being flyweights, they didn't look like flyweights. I didn't realize how small they were until I looked at the ref, which I'm pretty sure, if I'm right, the ref was Miguel Prato, which that's another thing that I get into. We had a fucking ref that looked just like Miguel Prato. I don't give a fuck. I'm the last person you want to fuck with. But this fight fucking sucked. The highlights that I could give someone like Vagabo, because he's the only one that had highlights out of this whole fight. Enrique didn't show anything. There was multiple times that Enrique, he would back up Vagabo against the cage and stuff and just do nothing. It even brings another thing that I can bring in that MMA Guru said really well was, why the fuck is Charles Oliveira why is he cornering someone a week out from his fight? It doesn't make any sense at all. It makes 0 sense. And then, it doesn't make 0 sense. But at the same time, it's shit fucking cornering. It was shit. I don't know what Oliveira was telling Paulo. This fight was supposedly the Khabib versus Oliveira type matchup. And thank God we never got to see that matchup, because it probably would have been just like this. I mean, holy fuck, what a bore fest. Genuinely. I think I was supposed to be talking about what Vagabond did good, and in my opinion, he had one head and arm toss that I thought was really, really good. And overall, he just had solid control, decent strikes. But Dana said it best. Dana said it best. You come into this fight as a 7-1 favorite, and you go to a decision with a 1-7 underdog. And not even dominantly. Nothing, no strikes. None of them were over 100 total strikes. None of them were landed. Or what I'm trying to say is that Rashid didn't have any strikes, over fucking, I don't even know what the fuck I'm trying to say. This motherfucker didn't do shit. He came in as one of the biggest goddamn, favorites and didn't do shit. That's it. It was such a bad fight. Moving on. I don't know why I'm talking about this damn fight. Curtis Campbell versus Demba Sek. This dude right here, Curtis Campbell. This dude right here, I'm gonna keep it real. This guy is next up. I don't care what anyone says. This guy, you fucking nerdy as shit. I don't even know. I don't even know how to he just looked like a nerd. He did. He genuinely looked like a nerd. Had them, glasses and them big ass eyes showing through and shit. But dude, when this fight started, when this fight took off, or when they called it, or whatever the fuck, when the ref said, let's do this shit, this man, Curtis Campbell, came out and he was looking for fucking war. He was looking for a finish. Demba, I'm trying to think about really, because this fight ended so quick. Really, Demba didn't have any answers. I think with Campbell, because the fight starts off really, really hard and fast. They're already going at it. Campbell opens up with a leg kick or a head kick that hit Sek. It was a really nice head kick as well. Surprised it didn't hurt him. And, I think Campbell, his game plan just really going into this was, I need to get him on the ground as quick as possible, which he did. There was a moment, honestly, I can't even lie, going back to the Vagabond fight real quick, one highlight that I could give to Vagabond that I say he did really good was when, Enrique had him down on the ground and they had a really good scramble. Vagabond had a scramble where he literally grabbed a single leg, didn't take it though. He was bottom guard, managed to scramble out like Granby roll or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Able to just scramble out, get a single leg and then just stand up. It was really good. And I don't know why it's reminding me now, because I'm talking about this fight. I don't know why it's reminding me of that, but, I think it's because, Curtis Campbell, when he was able to get this guy on the ground, Demba, he was able to pick himself back up, but Campbell, he let off what was it? A knee? It was what the fuck? How the fuck am I mixing this shit up? I was gonna say a body knee. He's able to hurt Sek with a head knee. What the fuck what am I even going at right now? I don't even know, man. Anyways, Campbell hurt Sek with a fucking knee to the temple. Sek's really hurt. I remember watching this when it first happened. And I was like, damn, Sek really did get I didn't even expect it to be that hard of a knee. It didn't look that damaging. But looking back, watching the replay and everything that, took place, not even took place, but everything when that knee hit that fucker, dude, it was over. I thought the stoppage was a little weird, a little early. Really good performance from Campbell though. If he can bring that every single time, I think this dude will be a fucking nightmare. Making England look good, dude. Cause I'm gonna keep it real. This dude looks like the next Paddy Pimblett. As crazy as it sounds. Of course I'm not gonna say he is Paddy Pimblett, but, this dude looked fucking good. He looked really good and it was a really good fight. A good finish. So moving on to the next fighter though, we got Eliezer Cubanza versus Christopher Alvarez. Holy shit. This man, Eliza, I don't know. Cubanza though, probably one of the most scariest fucking fighters of all time. This dude came in just with the meanest fucking look on his face. He looked absolutely terrifying. He looked like something out of a horror movie. This guy, it's like that Key and Peele skit. It literally looked like that. It was this dude it's either death or nothing. And unfortunately with Cubanza it was kind of death. I'm not trying to hate on him or anything. He had a pretty solid performance, especially with his leg kicks. I thought his leg kicks were very damaging. But I just think with Christopher, this guy just has so much confidence. You can just see it in the fight. He just came out with a lot of confidence once he was able to get that, I think it was a straight, if I'm right. There was one shot that he had and then he taunted. I'm pretty sure it was a straight that he threw. And you could just see his confidence starting to build up. He just started to take those leg kicks. He really didn't give a shit anymore. And yeah, he was able to he was able to land that straight again, hurting Cubanza really bad, really fucking bad. And, Herb, I just, rewatching it, even when I was watching, I was like, it's not a bad stoppage. It's not, like, I still kind of stand on that. It's not a bad stoppage, but also at the same time, like, dude, that guy just took so much damage. When you really look, like, Herb's like, get out of position, get up, fighter. Like, Kumbanza, the positions that he, you think that he's trying to get up or get out of, he's not, because he's getting controlled by Alvarez the whole time, which is why I wish, because this is the thing. Herb Dean could have stopped the fight before Kambaza got up and got knocked down again. Or I don't know. I don't even know if they counted that as a second knockdown, but he got like hit again once he was able to get up and just fucking fell. I mean, he was mangled. Like, that's kind of how I want to put it. Like, his orbital looked broken. Like, he just took so much damage. And Herb, I mean, you should have just stopped the fight, dog. You should have just stopped it. I would probably say once Christian had him in crucifix, I would say that was probably the most reasonable time to stop that fight. But either way, man, Christian, I mean, even looking at this, man, this fight didn't even go on for the first fucking round, and Christian was able to land 50 total strikes out of that whole fucking first round. Dude's a killer. If I'm right, he's the one that had the karate combat guy in his corner, so I guess there's a lot of potential, maybe an industry plan. I don't really know. Solid guy, though. And yeah, I'm kind of excited to see what he's going to bring to the welterweight division. So moving on to the next fighter, which, holy shit, this man had a masterclass. Louis Jordan versus Magno Diaz. Holy shit, dude. This man, Louis, they were talking about the promos with the Jordan brothers and whatnot. I didn't really expect much, because I'm going to keep it real. Charles Jourdain, nothing against the guy. He's just not super great. I mean, I know he just, started his career now at bantamweight, so maybe we'll see something that's going to happen there. I just think it's also kind of weird that we got two brothers that are in the bantamweight division. Be cool to see them fight each other, but probably will never happen. This man Louis, though, holy fuck, like, holy shit, dude, what a masterclass, and not really just a masterclass by, the finish, by, he was able to get that step in elbow to drop Magnos. It just, I don't even know, man. His ability to really just switch up striking. I mean, the way that he would just switch from a jab, and then right when Magnos would come in and open, and Louis would answer with a lead hook. I mean, I don't know, man. This man, and his leg kicks, bro. I have to get on my Joe Rogan shit, because holy fuck, bro. This man, Louis Jourdain, his leg kicks were probably some of the nastiest that I've seen. Like, seriously, by the end of this, I wouldn't say the nastiest, but I would definitely say that they were probably the most damaging, like, and most, like, utilized weapon. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but Louis, he just used his leg kicks so well. There was a moment where Magnos, like, got a check, and the announcers and shit, Michael Bisping, he's starting to check. You have to respect Magno. But Louis, I mean, overall, there was a moment in the fight where Magnos was able to get a takedown, and it looked like, oh my god, he might actually get the finish. He could get a rear naked choke. Didn't happen, though. Louis was able to come back in that second round, too, even better. I'm pretty sure it was the second round he got taken down. It was either the first or second that Louis got taken down, almost submitted, but still went out there, had a fucking show. Magnos realized that, maybe the ground game is the way to go. And then Louis, I think he was kind of caught off guard with the ground game, because they were, fighting the whole fucking time, striking, mainly. And this man, Louis, bro, when Magnos decides to take it to the ground in the third round, Louis says, fuck this shit, I'm finishing this fucking fight. He gets Anthony Hernandez RNC. Anthony Hernandez got on Roman Dolidze. That's what Louis hits on this motherfucker. Basically, you could just see it right when they get to the ground, right when Magnos goes in turtle position. You can see Louis trying to go for that rear naked choke instantly, trying to open him up with the body knees, or the grounded body knees, if that's what you want to call them. And I don't know, man. This man Jourdain, he looked really, really good, and it's been a sad fucking year for the fighting nerds, for sure. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna keep it real. Jourdain, he looked like Jan out there. I'm not a big fan of Jan. If you watch my UFC 2K rating thing or whatever, y'all know that I am not the biggest fan of Jan, but I will respect him and say that he is probably, like, skill wise, he has a lot of skill, even though he's not champ. I mean, come on, if you're the most skillful fighter in the UFC, how are you not holding the belt, dog? Just doesn't make any sense. But when it comes to his craftiness, because he's a crafty vet, a marauder, his ability to switch up strikes, I mean, Louis Jourdain looked just like Jan, and I will stand by that. Of course, there wasn't the trip that Jan usually throws, that Jan usually tries to put on his opponents and stuff, but Jourdain, I just thought, all around, he looked really, really good. Like, seriously, great performance. And yeah, I mean, Magno, I have nothing to say. I have nothing against the guy, but once again, just not really much. He didn't really do much. I mean, look at the striking output between the two. In my opinion, this is what the Magomed or what the Vagabond fucking fight should have been. The Enrique, this is what this fight should have been, but it wasn't. So we got this fucking fight, which I'm not gonna lie, I thought was the main event. I thought this shit was over with, but we have one more fight. I thought this was it. I thought because Jourdain versus Fighting Nerds, you know, that's a main event. That's a way that you end the Contender Series. Fuck no, baby. Hell no, man. Because you got Vitor Costa versus Damian Penis. Okay, listen, I gotta make my jokes. You know, I'm young, so I gotta make my penis jokes. I don't give a fuck. This fight was really good. I mean, not like... It was a really good finish. It was a really good finish by Damian. I don't know what the fuck Vitor was doing. I'm just going to keep it real. This guy, they came in as pick'ems. I don't know how Vitor came in as a pick'em. I guess he is just that good. He starts the fight like, this is literally Vitor the whole time. And, you know, maybe you can call that like feint, like maybe, you know, you can like feint a little, like get Penis like confused. Cause I was fucking confused. I was like, what is this style, man? What are you doing? And even Damian, he just pretty much had enough. I mean, he went straight in, started blitzing, threw an uppercut, with, you know, opening up the fight, kind of pushing back Costa a little bit. Not much really happening though. There was a couple like moments where they just like would kind of get in a little bit of a, like an exchange. I think it was like 1 or 2 before the knockout happened. And then, I mean, like I said, this man Vitor, he just, I don't know what his game plan was coming in this fight. You don't go into a fight and just, like, I don't know. You don't do this shit. I don't know if he was on Molly or fucking, I don't know what he was on, but this guy just weird, awkward style. Damian had enough, threw a fucking straight. One of the nastiest fucking knockouts I've ever seen, in my opinion. Not ever, but I mean, just the way Costa went down when that straight hit his temple, it was fucking disgusting. Also insane that this was a middleweight fight. I'm gonna keep it real. Middleweight is the new light heavyweight. These fuckers, man, at least when it comes to the Dana White Contender Series, these dudes are fucking knockout artists. Like, they are scary. They're all like RoboCops. Which, I mean, because I was thinking about it, I'm like, middleweight is changing. Like, middleweight is starting to become a lot more of like a knockout weight class, but then it's like you get to the ranks and it's like it's not really like that. Middleweight is still middleweight. It's a very like technical, it's big boys that are technical. That's what it is. Light heavyweight is a lot more of like sluggish, I want the knockout, and then heavyweight is fucking bah, bah, bah. That's heavyweight. Anyways, I'm not gonna lie though, that's probably the end of this fucking little review of the Dana White Contender Series Week 8. It was amazing. Well, it wasn't amazing, but it was a good card, good finishes. Everyone got a contract besides the first fight, which I still stand on. Terrible fucking card to open up with, or terrible fight to open up with. It's just, this is the thing, when the Contender Series, if there ain't a knockout in that first fucking fight, or if there ain't some sort of just damage, I'm scared. I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm scared. I get week 1 flashbacks. I'm scared, genuinely, where it's like these dudes, they just, I don't know. I don't, at the same time, like, I don't blame these guys either. Like, I don't blame these guys for really not, like, wanting to get hurt. Because in all, like, you're not getting paid enough. These dudes deserve a lot more money, especially when it comes to the Contender Series, because you could lose your fight and then not get a contract. Guess what? You're back in the regional scene. You're back in, you know, Fury FC, Cage Warriors, even lower promotions like that. Those are just examples, man. So, you know, I don't blame people for being technical. I don't, especially in fights, especially in MMA fights. Like, I don't blame people for having technical fights, not wanting much damage. But at the same time, man, if you want to make a name for yourself, especially in this sport, man, you've got to take some damage. You've got to lay some damage out. You can't just be a cage clincher, takedown warrior. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work, does it? And it's nothing against these guys, because in my opinion, with the Contender Series, I wish Dana would have the same energy with his fighters, because we have so many boring fights. Like, let's keep it real. Like, Like, I'm trying to say, like, so many boring fights, but of course I'm not trying to say like pay-per-view or main events or main cards. At least if you are a UFC fan like me and you love main events, because no matter what the matchup is on a main event, I get that adrenaline rush. I get that adrenaline rush where I'm like, holy fuck, I don't know who's gonna win. Olberg versus Reyes, I got that. Lopez versus Silva, that was coursing through my fucking veins, was just adrenaline, because you're listen, I'm gonna say this much. I don't do predictions. I'm not really a huge like pick person. Like, I think at the end of the day, a fight is a fight. It's as 50-50 as it is. Of course, you can make your stats and your facts and whatnot about who could win the fight, who isn't, and your predictions. There's nothing wrong about that. I just think, when it comes down to something like a main event, dude, and it's two skillful fighters, man, it is one of the most intense things to watch. At least when it comes to me and watching the UFC, it is insane, because one person, or how the fuck do I say this? The individual that wins, of course in the male, like I'm going to say in MMA, not WMMA, because WMMA is really hated. If it ain't Shevchenko versus Whaley, nobody gives a fuck. But, when it comes to the male MMA, when it comes to that stuff, and like light heavyweight Reyes versus Olberg, a lot of pressure on Reyes because everyone wants him to come back, win a title. Olberg, who everyone hates, everyone thinks he's boring as fuck, he's a decision fighter. There's a lot of things that just like, I don't know, I know I'm rambling and stuff, but there's just a lot of things that just play a part when it comes to like main events, when it comes to fights. And like I said, man, if you don't bring it, it's going to bring down the whole card. I don't give a fuck. I mean, look at Perth, UFC Perth. It was such an ass card. It was, in my opinion, I would call it the worst card of the year, but I'm not, because UFC London was dog shit. Hopefully there will be a tier list where I can just rank all the cards, because if I do have an F tier, like, card, it's going to be UFC London. It was such a shit fucking card. And yeah, but anyways, besides me rambling and ranting about UFC and fucking main events and boring fights and shit, this card was really, really good. I'm gonna go back to Louis, because I thought Louis had a really good performance, and really solid performances by the dudes that won the contract. Really good finishes, very I want to say dominant as well. I mean, these dudes, they knew what they were doing. Like, this wasn't just some scrapping exchanging, I get the knockout. No, this was like setting up some really good fucking brutal knockouts. I don't know. I mean, my rating, like, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna give it like a 7. Like, that's how I feel about it. Nothing against this card at all. I had a lot of fun watching it. I just think that the knockouts weren't nearly as brutal as some of the other ones where they were insane. I mean, like week 4, I think week 3, those were really, really nasty knockouts. These are still really good knockouts, really good performances, really good card. Like, if you haven't seen this card, I recommend all the cards besides week 1. Week 1 was pretty shit. But yeah, I give this card for sure a certified 7. So, yeah, let me know what you guys thought about the card. And I don't even know, man. Just thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a good rest of y'all's day. And, yeah, I'll see you.